Hi there, if you are watching this video, you must be either Mr. Hugh Anderson or a student from the course CS2106 in the year 2007. Or you could be just a stranger who just chanced upon this video in YouTube. In either case, I welcome you to watch this video. The purpose of this video is to show how we can use a benchmarking tool to measure the efficiency of a file system. So if you're interested, you may want to try this on your computer as the video plays. So first of all, we will need a benchmarking tool, and I will recommend one that is from IOZone, and their website is actually located at www.iozone.org, and IOZone is actually spelled as I-O-Z-O-N-E. So on this page itself, you can scroll to the bottom. There should be a download section over here. So what we'll do is just click on the version that suits our computer. For me, I'm using the Taobao version. Put it onto my desktop. It's pretty small. It should complete within a minute or so, the download. So open it up, extract it. Okay, there we go. So it's now on my desktop over here. Double click on it, and we see that inside the folder there's two other folders. So one is the documentation folder. It has the documentation in different formats, the Word document or the PDF format. So if you take a look inside, we see that the documentation is actually pretty long. So my job here is to spare you from reading the whole chunk of the documentation and show you how simply the software can be used. So to use it, we will first need to open up our terminal over here, and let me just blow this up a bit. Okay, so now we'll go into the folder. There we go. And we see that there's a couple of different files. Some are in C. In fact, the one we need to run is a C file. But we have to first compile it before we can use it. And there's an inbuilt makefile function that we could use. So simply, I'll just type make first and see what happens. Okay, after typing make, we see a list of different OS, Linux, Mac OS, OpenBSD. So we have to choose one of these as the argument for the make. For my case, I'm using Linux because this is Ubuntu and it's used on a Intel chip. So Linux fits the description best. Make and Linux. There we go, and it's compiling and building up IOZone. Okay, and it's done. So now we are able to go straight in and use our benchmarking software. So after compiling, we are ready to run the program. IOZone has many tests, including reading from this, writing to this, reading backwards, random read, and strided read. To perform all of these tests under different conditions will take a long time. So for our demonstration purpose, we will just test the write and read operations under the condition of record size at 64 KB. So in IO zone we can use different arguments to restrict the test condition. So let me show you how this can be done. First, we just use our usual ./IO zone and followed by the different arguments. In this case, I'll just simply use -A for automatic mode, followed by -I, 0, -I again, 1, followed by -R, 64K. The -I would actually mean I'm selecting the write and the read operations. 0 is the write and 1 is the read operations. And -R, 64K, it means I'm selecting the record size to be 64K. And lastly, I will use -B to specify the output into a file name. I will call it exe3 test 0 test dot XLS, and so I'll just run the test. So on the screen we'll see some numbers, and that's supposed to be normal, and those figures on the left, that actually the file size that IO zone is actually checking at the moment. So the test should take roughly 1 to 2 minutes. It's not supposed to be that long since we filter out most of the tests. Okay, so we are now at the last test. So later from the results we will be able to see if the time to write and read will change with the file size. Okay, that's done. So let us go to see the Excel file. It's inside here, over here, an Excel file. So open it up, and there we go, we have the figures. So yes, the top row is actually the record size. We only experimented with 64, whereas the left column is the different file sizes. Yep. So we have the write report, the rewrite report, the read report, and reread, because we restricted it to only 0 and 1. That's why we only have this 4 segments here. Okay, so from this demonstration I have shown how we can use IO zone to measure the time efficiency of a file system. If we want to compare different efficiencies of different file systems, what we can do is to repeat the procedure on a separate file system by simply transferring the executable file over to that file system and rerun the test. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I have enjoyed producing it, and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.